Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So one of my subscribers asked if I could do a video on separating and classifying different aluminum you're going to find while scrapping. I'm happy to oblige. And as you can see behind me, there are a lot of different places you are going to find aluminum. You find it in a whole bunch of different appliances, electronics. And before you go to the scrapyard, you definitely want to separate the material because there are different prices depending on the type of aluminum. I am also, for the sake of this video, I've called 2 different scrapyards to get prices. So I am going to give a ballpark price for each as well. I'm also going to just give you some common examples of where you may find aluminum while scrapping. So here we go. I'm going to start on this side here with cast aluminum. Cast aluminum you find on barbecues, and you find them, not all barbecues, but a lot of barbecues. You'll find them on pots and pans. You'll find them on different motors. Okay, so there's the top of a motor. It comes off of the gauges off of barbecues as well. You've got the nozzles on barbecues. It comes in some electronics. As you can see, there is a motor inside there. I do have to clean this. And that is one thing I do want to say is, if I bring this pot in as is, I'm going to get dirty cast aluminum price. And it is significantly less. So I actually am going to have an upcoming video on showing you how to maximize your profit by cleaning different frying pans. I also have to take the handles off this barbecue head because I'm going to lose money as well. This motor. So the first thing I want to do is, this is, as I said, off of a motor. If I run a magnet on it, there is no magnetic force, which means this is now clean cast aluminum. Okay, this, as I said, it has a little bit of cast aluminum on this motor, but if I put a magnet to it, it sticks. So in Canada right now, cast aluminum is going for 45 cents a pound and up to 72 cents a pound Canadian for 100 pounds or more. These barbecue lids and bottoms are very heavy. It does not take a lot of weight to add up. Same with this. This is probably 3 pounds worth of cast aluminum. And not all pots and pans are aluminum. There are some that are stainless steel. There are some, this does have a very distinguished sound. If I listen to it, it's a heavy pong sound. Okay, this one, a little different. It's a frying pan. It sounds like a pong, but if I put a magnet to it, it sticks. So this actually has a little bit of metal plate here. This is aluminum, which is great, but I am not going to take the time to separate this, so this is going to go into my dirty cast. This one, I've already taken the handle off. There is no magnetic force, so this is going to be clean. Okay, similarly with the electronic here, even though the body is aluminum, I do have to make sure I get the metal out of there, or it would go into my dirty. Okay, another frying pan. This is going to be going into my steel. Okay, so be careful on frying pans. Magnet check is definitely the best way to go. Okay, so that's cast aluminum. The next one I want to look at is probably the most common you're going to find is just clean sheet aluminum. This comes from different things. This actually came off of a washer. It's not magnetic. Sheet aluminum, this is some fans, blades. As you can see, I've already taken out the rivets that were steel, so now it's clean. Here is an aluminum heat sink. Here's another one. So these are 2 clean aluminum, a tray. Sometimes they will say right on them, aluminum. I have a bowl. This is from a slow cooker. I have fans from inside of motors. As you can see, it is clean. So all of this, as well as this comes out of like a vacuum cleaner. It's not very heavy, but it would all be classified as the same. This is your clean sheet aluminum. And this right now in Canada, oh, sorry, last one. I have to show this one as well because it's common. Off of your dryers, it is the extension hose. You definitely want to make sure it doesn't have all the lint still in it. This is clean, okay? And this is going for about 40 cents a pound Canadian to about 70 cents Canadian over 100 pounds worth, okay? So this is your clean sheet, common aluminum together, okay? I also have actually this piece I'm going to show. This is another piece of clean because this is actually used in welding. It's just corners. And the reason I'm putting this in that category is because this is a little bit different than something like this. Okay, the next category is extrusion. Extrusion is aluminum that is almost put through a press. It has a lot of different grooves. As you can see, there's some grooves that was put through a press. Your different window frame aluminum, that's extrusion. Off of your carpet, this stuff comes out of carpets. Okay, it's got a press. This is actually going to be priced higher than sheet aluminum. Right now in Canada, there are two prices. You have clean, so without paint. This is going for $1.11 a pound for 100 pounds or higher, or 80 cents clean under 100 pounds. This one, I'm showing this one because there is a little bit of paint on this. There is also screws. I have to make sure I take the screws out of there or I'm going to be penalized. But if it is painted, it's going to be about 10 cents less. So not a lot less, but it is going to be penalized because it's got some glue and paint and coating on it. Okay, but still this will range from $1 to 75 cents a pound Canadian, which is still great. So extrusion is a higher value than sheet or clean aluminum. It's higher than cast, okay? But all the prices, I will say, as I continue, the prices have gone up because of COVID. So it's a great time if you have all of your aluminum stocked up to start bringing it in. The next one I want to go to is aluminum siding and eavesdrops. Okay, and there are differences. As you can see with this one, some scrapyards don't care. This one, in Sarnia, the scrapyard I go to, they take it all together. But notice on both sides it's painted. This one is only one-sided. Some scrapyards will look at how much paint is on it. If one side is painted, they will actually give you a little bit more. And again, it depends on your scrapyard. So my advice would be, if you have a lot of this stuff mixed, it doesn't take a lot to separate it. Put your, 50% painted or one side painted on one side, put your whole painted on the other. And again, it would be up to your scrapyard. All they have to do very simply is put it together. If it's already mixed, they probably won't take the time to separate it, so you're going to get the lower value. And it's not that much different, but it depends on your quantity. For right now, for aluminum, eavesdrops, siding, you've got about 60 cents to 70 cents a pound. Also your eavesdrop elbows, you want to make sure there are no screws in it because you're going to be penalized for that. This would also go with your eavesdrops. Okay, so that's another category. Okay, next I'm going to go to pop cans, probably the easiest one you are going to find. A lot of people use these for a type of fundraiser, and that's because they are worth money for aluminum. Currently right now, pop cans are going for about 45 cents a pound Canadian. One of the scrap yards, actually 80 cents a pound for 100 pounds and higher, so that's a great price. It's a great way to raise some money for different food drives and different fundraisers. So pop cans. I've seen people bring all of their beer cans in with their pop cans. They don't have the time to sort it. That is definitely an option, but I think given the fact that a beer can is worth 10 cents in Canada, you're going to make more money separating them. But again, aluminum is aluminum. If you don't have the time or you don't want to be bothered, you can put them together. Okay, another one in the back here that I have, this is called your copper aluminum radiators. Okay, I am not going to bring this in as is because as you can see, there is a lot of copper on here that I want to take off first. This would be number 1 copper, which would be, and this would be number 2. A lot better price for the copper by itself. So I am going to have an upcoming video on showing you how to clean these out. But as you can see inside, this is all aluminum. Inside there are the copper wires, coils that go all the way through. This stuff is sharp, so you want to be careful when you're handling this. Very, very fine. There is also some steel on the top. These right now are going for $2.05 for 100 pounds or more, or about $1.80 a pound for less than 100 pounds. And you do want to check. Some of these are all aluminum instead of the copper inside. Okay, so you want to maybe scratch these to see if it's copper. If I took a file, I can already see right there that is copper inside. Okay, so the all aluminum ones are worth a little bit less than the copper ones because copper is higher price. They're going for about $1.70 a pound. But radiators like this, you're going to find them in cars, air conditioners, dehumidifiers, different appliances that use a compressor. Okay, so these are your copper aluminum radiators. One item, unfortunately, I do not have here is an aluminum rim from a car. They are worth about 80 cents a pound. Okay, so some rims are aluminum. I remember my dad had a couple of those. He brought those in. Unfortunately, I do not have one of those. Okay, but aluminum rims are definitely a separate category as well. I also have a lot of this. This is called 1S aluminum wire. Okay, you find this stuff a lot of services. So the wire that goes from the road to the meters, you find some of this in your different hookup into your house. Aluminum is conductive. It's cheaper to make and use than copper. And this has its own category at the scrapyard as well. I just actually did a video on showing how to maximize your profit with 1S wire. So if you're interested, go check that out. Very, very worth your time stripping this. Doesn't take a lot to add up weight. This stuff right now is going for $1.15 a pound for 100 pounds or higher, or about 90 cents a pound for less than 100 pounds. So I do have a lot of this. I currently go around to a lot of different job sites. I've had permission. A lot of the electricians will cut the wire and they will leave the rest. Better than going to the landfill. They've given it to me, so I thank them for that. But as you can see, as I said, a lot of different aluminum to find. I'm just going to quickly bring the camera up or scroll it again. So just to recap, as I said, 1S wire, pop cans, separate, aluminum, copper radiators, siding, you have 50% clean, 50% painted, 100% painted. You have extrusion, as I said, extrusion with the grooves. You've got clean sheets, so your trays, baking sheets, different stuff from dryer vents, some clean, no paint on these bowls, fans, aluminum heat sinks, nice sheet here. Oh, another place to find a nice sheet. I just found one of these the other day. This is the cover for, I think, the catalytic converter on a car. Found it in the ditch while picking up cans. So this is aluminum, so this is going to be into my sheet aluminum. I have cast aluminum, and I have dirty cast aluminum as well. That's going to be about 4 cents a pound. So hope that answered that question. Hopefully this helped identify and help you sort to maximize your profit. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Tin Man out.